All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, good evening, good night, good tomorrow, everyone. How y'all doing? Oh, sorry. Hi, good evening, and welcome. Right. Do we have anyone here already? Hmm. Why am I not seeing comments on the screen? Hey, Mommy, yeah, Miss Adesanya. Good evening. How you doing, man? Well, good evening. How you're doing? And welcome. This is not a regular one, right? Like I told you. But I'm not seeing. I can't read comments. It's not showing on my screen. I'm seeing it from my phone, but it's not coming out on the other broadcast. Kilo Shele. I'm not sure why this is happening, but give me a minute because I need to be able to see the comments. Okay. Maybe I will just be reading it from here. Mhm. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's chat room. It's not like the regular, so we're not supposed to be serious today. So we will not be. It's a Q&A section. I tend to now. This is how it's gonna go. Can you guys hear me? Stone Gates. Can you guys hear me, Sha? Mommy, Mommy Bambala, how you doing? Can you guys hear me audibly? Okay. All right. I just want to be sure. All right. This one is like an informal program, right? It's not like the regular shows. I tend to attend to, most times I finish a show or we have like a series. Bamidele, how are you doing? We attend to a series. I tend to get feedback from people who are calling and asking, personal questions. And I feel that sometimes my responses or how I attend to the question is kind of, some of them I feel that it's beneficial to, what's going on. Okay. So I feel like sometimes when I attend to people's questions, I think it is expedient that, those are issues that could have been, what could have been on the broad table for everybody to share, right? So today is not, I'm just your moderator. It is you who is talking. You are going to be doing more of the talking. If you're comfortable calling in, you can call in and, you know, contribute and ask questions. That's why the number to call in is there. You want to drop your questions in the comment section. We would read it and, you know, attend to it as much as possible. So it's not just me answering questions. I want to get a feedback from you guys. What are your views? And it doesn't have to make sense. There's no sensible questions, and that's not a subject in particular. What do you want us to like? What is on your mind? People attend to different things, and I tend to attend to people at different degrees, at different levels. This morning, I have a very intimate conversation. No, this afternoon with someone, and listen, the story is pathetic. Maybe I will start from there and we just share your thoughts. Abefe. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you to help me be raising prayer points. Let me be reporting, let me be telling you now, just in case something happened to me. Just hold that be very responsible. However, by life, me there. Anything goes wrong with me, hold that be very robot responsible. She's the problem that I have in my life right now. Sean you and leave me. Yeminu. I thought you were still sleeping. You know that last time we talked, you were mentioning crack. What time is it? You'll be like Sunday evening right now. Okay. Right. So this is to just get a feedback. Salient issues that I feel like part of things that I encounter on a personal level. Ah man, that heat is loud, man. You can bring it to the forum like this where we can all share together. Okay. So right now today I'm just moderating and you guys are the one hosting the show. Bring out any questions. Somebody will have an answer to it. If I don't, let us debate, let us argue. And then there's something, how many of you have heard of this platform called Clubroom? Is it Clubroom? Clubhouse? We are creating our channels there right now where we're going to be having, we're going to be having a large forum where we can like meet and talk and dialogue and do all of that at the Clubroom. I will send the link very soon, and then we can, it's a very interesting app. You can have it on your phone, and we can just set the time where we're going to be meeting at the room. And once we meet in the room, we can like talk. We can have a talk, and then you can talk back, can get feedbacks. You understand? On these Saturday shows, I'll be bringing guests, notable people that we can. It's a question and answer, so you're going to be asking them all manners of questions. So whatever you think with your own area of interest that we've not talked about, bring it now. That's what this show is about. Okay. We're only just going to be in like an hour and a half max. And then it's an open forum. Pretty much. That's what it is. It's going to be an pretty much open forum for everybody. So let's get started. So let me give you this gist, right? What do you guys think? I'll give you a lay down story. Then, like I said, you can bring your question, whatever you want us to talk about. Everybody will just attend to it. So just bring a topic of interest, and we'll just attend to it, and we can just make sure you are polite and you are not indicting anyone. Now, which one is Bami listening? Why did you open your? I don't know what you're talking about. It sounded differently to me. So like I have a bowl of popcorn and ekpa here. I'll be just be chilling, eating guguru and ekpa. Olayinka Agbeke, welcome. Thanks for joining. So let's get started. Let me open a shot for you so that you understand what we're trying to do. Like I did something relatively yesterday, and she was talking about open show of affection. But I want to come from another direction. Oúnjẹ yìí ni o, mi ló ní dúró o. Ìyá méjì ò kí ń jókòó gbẹ, téèyàn bá rí ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa rí oúnjẹ. You understand? Oúnjẹ yìí ni o. If I no shop, wetin I gain? Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Yiminu. Now, I want to ask, I think maybe this is much of the ladies' question. What did you guys think about lady dating, being like an older lady, maybe like in your 40s and above, dating a younger, having a younger, like, intimate partner? What is your experience if you have one? What is your opinion about it? I was talking about a lady dating an older partner. Àwọn tó yẹ ká bí question yẹn gan ṣe ń wọlé. Victor, shut up. So what's you guys' opinion? What do you feel? Do you think it is cool, there's nothing wrong with it, or it's always a disaster? How many of you have you seen? If you have experiences, what has been your experience? Like you are maybe like you're 45 and somebody like a lady of 45 having a boyfriend of maybe like 35. I heard of one lady in her 40s, like right now, that is currently having like kind of a sexual relationship. It's really nothing else because the lady in question, have a formidable relationship. Maybe a husband, I'm not sure. Maybe a husband or an intimate boyfriend or something. But he's having a sexual, it means like pronounced relationship with like a guy in his 20s. Like a 27-year-old boy, 28-year-old boy with like a 42 year-old lady. Emilio, I did not say anything. Emilio was sorrow. Say this show na gbasgbo show. I hope you know. It's not formal. Mole so rubbish. Today, Mommy Wangwala said, I'm not pastor on Saturday's show. Mole so rubbish show. I can just say dick anytime. Me otis up or mole so anytime. It's supposed to be adult show. That's why we are doing it at night too. For only people in America are the one not benefiting from the night show. They are the one that is in like broad afternoon. Keep your children away. Keep your children away. It's explicit too. Okay, Emilio, very experienced man. Emilio said, if she never enter menopause, nothing bad in that. Now love over everything. Well, she said if the woman is not in menopause, why do you bother about menopause? I think menopause would have been cool. So you're not worrying about getting somebody pregnant. I mean, it's not like you want to marry her anyway. I think the one in menopause would have been better. So you're not... I'm Amadi. Well, I said I don't support any relationship outside your marriage. Yeah, that's one. I don't know the relationship, but I know she had a relationship. I don't know whether she's married or is a boyfriend or something. But she had a relationship, and she's age isn't nothing. It's love that is important. All of you women that are saying this thing, have you tried it before? Since you say it's love, say you don't like love me. Why you not try it? I'm just saying. Now this kind of sweet pass having huge difference. Okay, well, Stella, it seems like you have a very strong experience there. Is it like younger dick tastes different or what? I'm just curious. Or you feel that, or they feel like, or an older woman feel like the younger guy has more, still have more strength in reserve than the, kind of age group. And let me tell you why I'm asking. 9 out of 10 times, it almost look like a babysitting job because the younger guy seems to be like, hey, dependent. Not just age difference, most times. Oh, you are saying it is the older one. Are you saying older man, Stella? Older man is almost normal now. We are saying you are the 45. The guy is like 35. That's what we're saying. Younger guy. Okay. Everybody, listen to what Stella said. Stella is saying here that older men, she have an assertion that older men treats you better. Okay. All of you are saying, they say older men treat you with, this is the one, the Stella's comment that I'm looking for. Stella said older men treat you with respect. I don't believe so. Because of some cases that I've had to attend to, at least I know two. I have prefer to question that one, Abi. Joyce, the older the better, the sweeter, the older the berry, the sweeter the juice. I prefer is a corrupt fellow. Now, at least I have two situations or two incidents like that, that the man is like 20 years older. The woman in that relationship are almost like a slave. You see, this idea of the older man treats you with respect is not necessarily so. It's not always so. Like, what joy do you have in being in a relationship or a sexual intimacy with somebody that you can't even look at his face? The day you start your woman nagging, your conscience is pricking you that Egbe bye Lumba sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. You understand? Sometimes I've seen women who intentionally marry an older guy because they think they're going to find peace or comfort there. And the case was different. Older men, Bao, I wish those people are on this show. They are frequent people on this show. Let us keep their confidentiality, but I bet they will be upset when they see anybody says older men treat you with respect. You understand? It's not always like that, though. Sorry, I'm looking down because I don't. For some reason, I'm not seeing comment from the screen. I'm having to read from here. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I'll probably fix this after the show. So everybody is saying it is older one. But let's ask, we know all of you want an older man. But can you at least date somebody younger than you? Can you at least date somebody younger than you? Abikiola Shewa, I'm class captain today. Older men treat you better, but they don't groove with you. Younger guys are more likely and they will make you feel young. Younger men comes with the swag, while the other men makes you get old early. Why share it, Padime? I honestly think, if you ask me, I honestly think that for me, I rather just stay in the middle. Maybe because of what I've seen, like I said. Older men treat you with respect in a scam. Okay, Fumi said, I can date a younger guy, but she said she will not disclose her age. Some of them don't look like they are young. Yeah, I agree with you. So because it looks like a bone target, so you will not. But that's lying though. Why would you lie in your relationship? Mami Bangwalasa said, if they are in love, age doesn't matter. Young guy that we both can do things together for years. Do things like what? Epsiba, what are you doing for years? We pound you as if they are pounding you. But Stella, you like to be pounded now. So what's the point? Which one is young men we pound you like they are pounding you? Women love to be pounded anyway. So that's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. Mommy, they are just on this love matter. Mommy, I want more each yayaku yaju nkan ten so lo. We love will come on. Before you need. You see their comments. You see people like Stella Maris. You see their comments. He's knacking, that's their problem. They don't. You see, I'm a fair robot. Did he talk about love? No. He's knacking. Man, one will make you groove, make you feel young. That feel young, man. He's not looking going to the gym. Oh. That feel young is knacking. All this on love. Oh. See, should you see what I'm saying? Older men like missionary style, while younger men explore all options. Shebi, you see. Ejiri continue so. Shediri comment and more. You see the people that you need to be preaching to. Feel fall and when you're in love. I would that. Hello? Good evening. Go ahead, please.
To me, I used to prefer the older men. I have never dated someone that I'm older than, because I am someone that loves petting. So I love when my man pets me like a baby. So because of that, I used to prefer someone that is way older than me. So because of that, I chose to date a man who's 53.
Wow.
He treated me like a slave.
Uh-huh.
He's 20 years older than me. As in, when he's talking to me, I can't reply. I can't reply him because I'll be looking at him as almost my father's age.
He's a father figure.
He's older than him. But he's almost my daddy's age. So because of that, when he's telling me, you're very stupid, I'm spending my money on you. And you're behaving like this, you're very stupid. This is
what? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he called me a nuisance, called me an amoeba, called me names. And when he's done, he will tell me sorry again. I know he likes me, he loves me, but he's not secured. He believes because I'm still very, very young, so I'm going to cheat on him with a younger guy. So because of that, I didn't enjoy the relationship at all. So that is the disadvantage of dating older men. They will always believe younger guy will snatch away from them. And you will never be able to talk back at them the way you will talk back at your age, your boyfriend. You understand? So that is my own experience with older men.
You make a very valid point. You make a very valid point. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You see, the first problem is insecurity. It's always there. That insecurity is always there. Because see, this man don't even believe you love him in the first place. He feels like there is something that you married in him. It's my money. It's my money that you are here for.
Just because of my money. My money. Every time you're shouting my money, my money, my money. So because of that, I decided to let it be. So I don't think I want to go for somebody as old as that anymore. But at least I still want someone that's older than me. But not that old like that anymore.
Not an ancestor.
Yeah, no, not anymore.
Thank you.
Thank
you, bye. Wow. You see, that's the first bottom line. That's exactly the point, the angle that I was coming from. See, older dude, no first belief, say you love her. You are going to battle with insecurity. You are going to battle. He feels that there's something. Maybe it's position, maybe it's money, maybe it's pension fund, maybe it's 401k, is why you are here. I mean, it's not all, but trust me, all older men, we have insecurity. If you are still young, you are in your flower age, you are in your 30s, you are dating a man of 55, going to 60, a 60-year-old man, there's no way on earth that he will be secure. Every time you move around now, you are around in a place where there's a young man, he's insecure because, see, who no good know, who will know say, well, he dey wait for best way to tell him. This Baba don't wreck, he knows say he don't wreck. If you see young prime guy, he go dey insecure. They have not born him well. He must dey insecure. Which of you who have said you want a older man here will date a older poor man? You will not. I bet you will not. Will you date a older man that you are making more income than? I guess not. So the bottom line now becomes, it is not love. It is not love. You that you prefer an older man, you prefer an older man because of your own insecurity. Young, like two young guys don't on the 4 Elenu on the sun at Emole, train the glory at Ekoja. You are tired of heartbreak. Your common instinct now tells you it is the younger guy that will give you that security that you want. Or you are just naturally an exploiter. You are one lazy ass who just wants one man that you can bamboozle. Number 3, or you are such a lady who want to eat your cake and have it. You know that you are always going to be able to maneuver this man and get away with your shit. So, that's the only reason why you date. Either way, plus or minus, there is always a motive for dating an older, extremely older person. No be love. How do you get attracted to this old guy in the first place? How? Like, how? Hey, okay. I asked you guys to ask me any questions, so I will answer it. Ask me any questions. You can even ask me personal questions. I don't have any secret in my life, I'll tell you. So somebody is trying to look for my trivia. He said, can you marry 20 years old girl? I can marry a 20 years old girl. But if I'm still in my right senses, it won't be my preference. It's not as if I can say, oh, no, there's no magic there. I can marry a 20-year-old girl. I don't know the circumstances that will make me do that, but it is not my preference. What that means is that if on the normal situation I'm in my right senses, there's no caveats, I don't think I will. But it's not like I forbid it. I can marry a 20-year-old girl. Why not? By the way, are you normal? Okay. I'm not that old, okay? Probably not as old as most of you think. Okay, behave like you. No, it's not. Yet today we are not talking of older man that is 5 years, 7 years older than you. We are talking of ancestor. Like, what's the name of that day? Chioma Daniel, that Daniel girl marrying that man. Like Oshomole marrying the lady that they got married to. Yeah. Like ancestor. Who is this? Can you marry your age mates? Yeah, perfect. Why not? I can. I am not this age restricted person. Regina Daniels, yeah. Like that Regina Daniel to the husband standard. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, Shade Okoya. Shade and Okoya. Exactly. That's kind of thing we are talking about. The problem will always be insecurity. Regina Daniel is just home spending money. That's all she do for a living. Her job is to spend money. You think that man will be releasing? And when have you seen Regina Daniels going on a lone vacation to Mauritius by herself? No, nah. When the guy is not mad. How many social functions have you seen Regina Daniels? If she have to step out, she's stepping out with the ancestor. When have you seen her like they are doing like AY live show and Regina Daniels is there by herself? How many have you seen? The insecurity will always be there. And you can't take that away. And you can't even fault it. No, you can't. You can't fault it. Bianca and Ujuku, yeah, stuff like that. That's ancestor standard. It's not like 5, 7, 10 years old senior. Senior, your husband that your daddy will be using air for. Aikpele Kabosa, yes, your husband. Your daddy will be using air for. Not necessarily older than your dad, but they are evidently age group. Your daddy is 5 years older than your husband. You know, shit like that. That's the kind of relationship that we're talking about. Except for the insecurity, I really don't see anything wrong. Now, for a guy, now, dating an older woman is the one we are really talking about. A younger guy with an older woman. From the perspective of a man, where is Emilio? Emilio, where are you? This is your specialization. I think for a man, we're really not bothered. I don't care if you like, if you'll be 100 years old. If you don't get down with me, don't different. Well, more people old. You are not old, you are age mates. You understand? You are age mates. Men find it easy to flow in, irrespective of the age difference. Except if the woman don't physically old. The age can physically tell. So now the guy is not proud of her, like he can't showcase her. Okay, ask a question now. My male friend female married her husband 3 years younger. No one knows. Yeah. Men flow in it. You will not even know. See, the younger guy go on, he go shock you. No, some of them actually see. This one, I'll give you an example. The example I cited today. The guy is so in love with the lady. The problem now is that the lady is trying to tone down the guy affection because she have another commitment. I think probably the lady is married in Nigeria. Maybe the husband is in Nigeria. Yes. The lady is married to the husband in Nigeria. But you know, be firewood. He just nagged this boy. But I think that shit was good. But the that nigga is sold out to her. Like, he's sold out. He can do anything for her. He take care of her. Like, the younger guy, is not like a dependent boy that is the girl is feeding. No. The guy is going now all out for this lady. And his friends are already like, Aburi Buruni, Adanti, what, Adanti, don't pass all those kind of things. You understand? He's actually in love with the girl. But trust me, they are like 15 years apart. The girl is way older than the guy. So we are not talking of you as a lady dating an older man now. We are talking of you as a lady dating a younger guy. Like, extremely young, like 15 years at least. Or let's say 10 years. But the guy don't care. Let me tell you this honestly. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, she would have done it. You know, fairness, every niggas. Hey, Latisne, how are you? I will call you after the show, sir. No worry, I will call you. Let me say this profoundly. I don't care how you feel about it. Trust me. Older women are sweet as fuck. Don't let anybody deceive you. That quite that. Emilio Ngbo. God forgive. I don't know why. For some reason, ladies and gentlemen, I like to push Emilio's button. For some reason, I just take pleasure in pushing his button. For some reason. I don't like it when I do it, but for some reason, I just still do it. Older women, I'll buy you. Not like old mama young, you not be mommy, but you see mature, let me say mature women, they just know how to do customer care that you cannot compare with anything in this world. All these youngies, man should be weary. You understand? Man should be idiots. It's not good that you are chasing, you are speaking plenty English, you are talking rubbish talk. She's coming. Young girl will leave her house, text you, send you Bobby picture, send you everything, tell you how honey she is. She will leave her house, come to your house, cook, shower, change to your own clothes, lay down on your bed. Then you will touch Bobby. She will say, what are you doing? No, I'm playing table tennis. What do you think you are doing? Stop now. What is that? I can't trust you. Show ya. What does this place look like? Bible study meeting. There's no way. Older women, this after 2, after 3, anything in their 40s and above. Customer service, only. See, her options are limited and she knows it. If she like you, she cool down with you. She's down with you. Don't say thank you. Ẹ̀mí ló sọ̀rọ̀ náà ìwọ ló lé experience yẹn dáadáa. I have a guy like that. I'm 3 years older than him. I just cut the relationship off. Why did you cut it off? Why did you cut the relationship off, Shade? They just know how to behave. I think it is just the maturity. I don't think it's in the sex. I think it's just the maturity. Then sometimes I think for a guy, hanging out with an older lady, you just naturally always have this expectation of her when it comes to sexual intimacy. So sometimes the older woman is coming to shock you. So like you are not expecting some moves. And wàá mọ̀ kí tí màdá bá jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé orí tán fi ṣọmọdé ló ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n á sáré gbéjà pàdé ẹ̀. Obìnrin ò kí ń dàgbà máa nà ṣe yẹ wọn kì í. They can be older. Yes, you've gotten a couple of love handles and all that, but tó bá mú ẹ. There are some younger women who ti fi ẹ̀ṣà kan bí wọ́n á tún máa wọlé báyìí wọ́n máa tún wàá kàn wo máa wá bí ẹ̀rìn ni. Small girl in her 20s to my enter wàá kàn ẹ gbà mí wàá máa drown ni. Dípò mo gbà wọlé. Meanwhile, you go meet some older women to my nag. Why this girl is sweet like this? She's receiving you with all her heart. She's experiencing this thing. They're not having sex. They're making up. They get it to me. So you are not struggling with you're not looking for lubricant, anything. She's down. She's coming by herself. She's not, and they know they struggle. So for a man, men flow in like naturally. As long as the woman is comfortable, the guy will be comfortable. Exactly. That maturity always just make the difference. It's just that maturity. They know how to talk to you. They know how to behave. And she's not shy. Another woman that is coming to your house, and she's not hiding that. She's not naive. She's not ashamed. She's not bothered. So you are not speaking English. As she's coming, she's telling you, come to the bed. Like her for hour. Cause English in bed. It makes it easier for the guy. Who is this? Can we know about your marital status? Are you engaged so that if you run out, we step aside? No, I am not. Did I answer your question? Next question. I'm single to stupor. Only question. You can want to date an older woman, but when it comes to long terms, you guys always shy away. You can want to date an older woman, but when it comes to long terms, you guys always shy away. Well, why do they shy away? I think they actually like the older women. Ask 9 out of 10 times who have been. Some of them have never tried it. So don't ask any guy that has never met an older woman before. He doesn't. If he tell you it's not good, because you can't just say, just like people say, oh, I don't like iPhone. iPhone is not good. Have you used it before? No. Are you mad? So how do you know it's not good? You understand? You can't say something is not good. You have not used it before. You have not tested before. Ask any guy who have dated an older lady before. They like them. Older ladies will really not upset you. They're not there chasing you up and down, snagging on your phone and all that stupid thing that young girls do. They don't do that. And that doesn't mean they take shit. That doesn't mean they condescend or settle. But they just have a matured way of applying that decency into what they do. But yes, it looks as if when it comes to having a long time settling down, they don't want to do it. Why? It's not because they don't like the woman. It is because of the social disregard. I'm dating an older woman now. I like her. She liked me. We're getting along. Not only that I like her, her pussy was good. You know what I'm saying? It was good. You like all it. She's giving you good reception. Older women are naturally generous. She's just, the way they treat you, like, he's giving you that kingship feel. You like her, but every time you now, hang out with your friends, they say, Alpha, mommy, I don't do yanko. Friends make jokes, make fun of you. There's a social disregard that comes with dating an older woman. They say it like a joke, like a passion statement that now tells on the guy, that makes it more difficult for the guy to want to have a long time with an older woman. It's not as if they don't like the older woman. It's just difficult because of the social disregard. If it's an age difference that can be patched, like somebody said the other time, those ones that nobody will know that they are older than each other, it is better. But the one that is evidently physically, the body mass could tell that this woman is older. It is always difficult. Now, this man is messing with this girl. Guess what? Now out of that, as the woman is even benefiting him. It's a better deal. See, every man who have dated an older woman and walk away from it because of a younger guy, they always tend to regret. They always want to come back to the older women. Ask the older women who have dealt with the younger guy. They want to come back because it's a better atmosphere. It's a better deal. It's a better experience. But this is the problem. How will that younger guy convince his own family that this woman gave him comfort? You want peace of mind, date older women. Who doesn't know that? Ask any guy. But how you want to tell your mama, say the girl where you want to date with for the rest of your life is 10, 12, 15 years older than you? How you want to talk am? So it is the social disregard that always causes the men to shy away from it. Hello? Hello, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Turn down the volume of your phone that you're using to watch so that you can hear us. Oh, network, yo. Hi. Anybody can call in. Number is there on the screen. Okay, you see what we say. You see what the Felge wrote. He says some men self dating woman that is 12 years older than you. Oh girl, which kind of sweetness one day pussy, man. It's not your business. The man is not hypnotized. You know what he's getting. What's wrong with that? Like, what could literally be wrong with that? Nothing. Hello, sir.
Hello, Victor King.
Yes, sir.
How you doing now?
Good.
I want to ask you one question.
Okay.
And it's a very sensitive question. Very sensitive one.
Go ahead, sir.
Now, a small boy of 6-year-old to a 19-year-old lady. What will you say about that?
Well, that's a minor. We can't say anything about that.
It is a minor, and you will say it's an abuse, right?
Yes.
But do you know, at the end of it, well, this thing I'm telling you happens in the early 80s. And do you know, up to today, the guy I'm talking about is about 42 years now. But do you know that boy still appreciates that lady? That guy didn't have a trauma of an abuse in his head. He only has something like a coaching. You understand? Something like a coaching. And the guy will the guy see this kind of pampering, caring, as in love from that 6 years old, going like that for like 5 years. The lady go away from the boy, but the boy still continue that life like that. This guy feel irritated when he was talking to his age mates that it is lady. He feel irritated. He see them like, why are you living like one worm or something? You know, the guy has get into his head like it's better to go for a matured lady than
all this young age.
Exactly. It's still in the guy's brain. And the guy has been living like that. You understand? The guy has been living like that. But only that when he wants to get married, he get married to his age mate. He can't go lower than that. You understand? He can't go lower than that.
Way bad as he bad, he's same age.
You said?
Way bad as he bad, same age. You can't get anybody younger.
Exactly. Because he can't even stand them. He can't stand any younger lady. He can't. Yeah, he can't stand any younger lady. Even when himself, if he's talking to a matured lady, trust me, the matured lady has to calm down. Because he got the experience more than even you, that you think you are mature than him, because he started before you. Wow. You understand? He has already get all the experience. Why growing? You understand? Right. So, life is just 2 ways. You understand? It depends on how you see it, how you learn from it, and blah, 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 like that. So it's not all about knock, fuck. No. It's not all about that. And it's not all about money.
Correct.
Sometimes you can see some younger guys, they prefer a mature lady, not because of one couple. Some guys even spend more.
Yes.
I know
the one I'm telling you is the one spending on this woman.
For another woman.
The one I'm telling you is the one even spending on this woman.
It's not even the money. And sometimes you will see some matured lady in their 45, sweet like 18.
Sweet die.
They are sweet. Victor, if you get down with them, you go compare. you go compare,
Man, that's gross, man. You look like somebody's putting baby dick in my head, sure. Just listening to that. That's gross. Oh. Either way, man, that's if the whole thing started from 6 years old. That's an abuse, man. That's some abuse. There's no other way for it. I will understand, because that clearly has messed up the mechanism of the guy. You know that so many of us were raped in Africa, but the only reason why it wasn't out is because we like the rape. I know that some of you will not agree with this. So many people were raped in Africa, but it wasn't a deal, because at the end of the day, you fucking like the rape. So you just skip it, and then you continue to get raped. You just let it continue because she like it or you like it. There's so many things that could have been considered as rape if it's in America that happens in Africa. So many. In fact, some of you, your first boyfriend was actually a rapist. Your first boyfriend was actually a rapist. He literally raped you. You just didn't know. Or at the end of the day, after you not consenting and he forced himself in, you end up enjoying that shit. You know what I mean? You just end up enjoying it. So it wasn't a rape eventually. No, see, Mommy Grandpa, that's the honest truth. So many of our women were actually raped at first time. It wasn't a consensual sex, because rape is defined. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. That's true. You're correct. Most young girls that, as long as you got the virgin in Nigeria, 9 out of 10 times, you were raped. Raped is defined as an unconsensual sex. How many of you consent to the first sex you had? You were freaking raped. Period. But it wasn't a rape because you like it eventually. You didn't want to do it. Your mama told you that if a man touch your butt, that's when you will get pregnant. So you have always been scared of sex. But You get caught up. They knock you, but you like the knocking. So it wasn't a rape. But the fact remains that you didn't consent to it with your full chest. Yes, now. Mommy, they like it in me. Abike Olashewa, my first night was my wedding night. Okay, wow. We will not say you are lying, but God is watching you. No, no, wala. We will not say it's not true, but God is watching you. Mm-hmm. But if that's the case, you are 1 out of 100. Many don't like or enjoyed it, but they are shy to say it out. And you went back to knock the guy again. Come, get away there. You like it. Can't get away there. Bamdele, you didn't want to have sex. A man forced it in, disvirgin you, but you still end up dating the guy, and he continued to knock you. You like it in the first place. Go away. When will Nigerian women start admitting that they like having sex? Like when? Which year, which generation of Nigerian women will come that they can confidently say, "Man, I love sex, die"? When I know they ever had me saying, like, you like dick like bastard. I hate when Nigerian women are coming to say, "Oh, all these American girls, all these Awakatai, don't like your Kobe, I like your Kobe." Hey, come on, decency shit in. The decent, no, you are just like cats. You are sneaky. Ẹ̀yin kan fẹ́ tẹ lórí platform yìí. Ẹ̀yin kan fẹ́ tẹ lórí platform yìí. Eh? Eh? Joyce, some of you are going to hellfire on direct entry. You are going to hellfire on direct entry. Those of you that are lying. I trust Abike Olashewa, she won't lie. She won't lie on this platform, even if she have to lie. I trust her small. If I see another comment that is a lie from you, I will cast you. If I see one more comment that is false, I will cast you. If behave yourself. Ebziba, behave yourself. Who else? Joyce, behave yourself. Follow community like Bering. Àti máa gbá ilá la wá sórí show yìí last ni oyè yín àmọ́ máa gbé omi ayílá la wá sórí show yìí. You talk one lie, ayílá strike you straight. Thunder will be striking anyhow from this platform. Ó dà agbára yóò fẹ́ balẹ̀. What is your question, Bridget? I didn't see your question. Virgin is here. Ọmọlóye gbé Bùsáyọ̀. Aláyé máa gbé Ògún. It is Ògún that will be bringing to this platform. You bloody liars. Bridget, I didn't see your question. You just said I should answer ask you your question. I didn't see your question. Emilio, you see all these bloody liars. No wala. Which message? I don't know what you're saying. I've scrolled up. I didn't see any message. I didn't see any question here. We need, Abba said that we need meter reading right now. Anybody that lie on this show, in Jesus' name, you bloody ass liars. I'm studying them, I'm monitoring them. I'm monitoring all of them, all those liars. They say you should drop message here, you are going to WhatsApp. Bridget asks 4 questions. 4 questions. Number 1 question. Every question here is personal, but I will answer them. Since I am the one who said people should ask me any question. Can you marry a lady with 4 kids? And when are you planning to get settled down? That's 2 in 1 question. And that's just 1 question. She said, can I marry a lady with 4 kids? Now, over time, I have seen every side of life. I've not dated that much people in my life, but I've crossed over different phases of, race, age, body type. I've done slim, I've done fat, I've done younger, I've done older. Like, I've cut across like that. I've not dated many people entirely. Whether I like it or not, that's your cup of tea. And I have come to terms to one thing. That I don't define the quality of a woman by social class, age, race, religion. All of those things doesn't define a woman to me anymore. I define a woman by a level of integrity, value, and honesty. A willingness to accept me is a major fact. How do you feel about me? It's very continent, it's very germane to how I'm going to perceive you. I respect people that respect me. It's just a fundamental value for me. If you love me, it will stimulate me to love you in returns. I feel that one would don't deserve another. So I don't define a woman by, oh, she's a born-again Christian. So fuck what, my house is not a church. Oh, yeah, she's from my village. She's a Yoruba girl. And then those things they are qualities that sounds good in the ear, but that you will relevantly not need in your marriage or in your relationship. It doesn't define anybody. I have learned to define people by who they are, the quality they possess, and the respect and dignity they have extended to me. So to answer your question in a very precise manner, can I date a woman with 4 kids? Yes, I can. I have 2 anyway. So you are just 2 ahead of me. And then what's the question again? Can you... what's wrong with Bridget? Bridget, you are okay. Why are you sending me questions and you're deleting it? Can you date a woman with 4 kids, and when are you planning to get settled? When I'm planning to get settled, I have planned to get settled at a particular time before in my life, which led to me taking a decision to marry, not because I found love. I married because I have planned myself that I'm going to marry so year, and that ended up a disaster. So I don't have a time to marry anymore in my life. I will marry when I found the right person and the time is right and the nomenclature are right. Then I will be married. I don't have a time frame for it. I can't tell you. If I tell you I'll get married next year, I lie to you. If I tell you I'm going to get married the next 20 years, I lie to you. If I'm going to get married in the next 2 years, I lie to you. I can get married next 6 months if everything is just right. And I might not be married in the next 10 years. You understand? I am not in a hurry. Marriage is not a vision for me. It's not. It's a good thing. I respect that institution. I look forward to it. I want to be. But I am not going to put a time frame on it. The time will be right when the person is right. Period. No, Emilio, I've not dated an hijab sister before. What's the other question? when you get married again, do you plan to have more kids? Definitely, I will have 2 more kids. At least 2. A friend's marriage is in intimacy crisis. She pushed her hubby away in the early days of marriage, not letting him touch her, rub on her, etc. The guy is a touchy, feely kind of guy. That's me. She is much more conservative and shy. Now the guy has fashied her. Intimacy and affection is barely there. The entire nomenclature of the marriage is in pain. How do you advise that she overturn the situation? Very simple. Now, this is the first thing that she need to realize. That guy has not changed from who he is. He is just tired of who she is. So you can't change the guy to start coming to you. You have to change yourself. Now, she ruined the intimacy and the flavor in the marriage by superimposing her own conservative nature on the marriage, which has led them to where they are. All she needs to do, read my lips, she just needs to be a hoe, period. She needs to tell herself in the mirror, I'm such a hoe. And she just needs to be that, like be a porn star. She has to be the one to make the moves and make the initiation. The guy is already like, the guy has adjusted to her. I mean, he's a good man. He needs a Grammy Award. He didn't leave her. I didn't hear that the guy is messing with somebody outside. She hasn't caught him yet, even if he does. So that's not the situation. It's just that the guy has just learned to adjust to her. So now, she be the woman. She have to put her. I don't want to be too explicit on this show, but I don't have a choice. I told you this show is explicit. She have to put her pussy game on. You know what they call that? They be like, put your pussy game on. You need to put it on real good. And be the one. This is the problem. African women, Nigerian women in particular. That's why you think all these foreign women, American women are spoiled. No, you are spoiled. You are spoiler. You are spoiler than them. Yes. Will you people die if you initiate sexual intimacy? Will you die? We know you like it. You know yourself that you like it, die. But you still come, you fall come. Only like that, you want to fall come. At this point, she needs to be the principal player when it comes to intimacy between them. Like, do everything romantic. Dress sexy, smell nice, like dress extremely scandalous. He's sitting down, he's eating food, sit on his fucking lap, he's eating food, get on the dining table, suck his dick, like do whatever, like go on the extreme. Like go out of proportion, like go on the extreme. Make this man like be like, shit, where did you keep all this shit before? Because she's the one who ruined it, killed the momentum in the guy. She's the one who can reactivate it. There's nothing to do on the guy. There's much to do on herself. Until she's ready to do that, she just have to start initiating it herself. And she can't initiate the regular. Like I said, you can't just be saying, baby, let's go inside now. I'm feeling on. Are you mad? You are just telling him, come and work. The work that he's not motivated to do. No. Don't tell him to let's go inside. Come back where he's watching football and just sit on it. Just write that shit. You understand? He's your husband. You are not going to hell for it. She just have to put her game on and be on A. You will make it worse by trying to propel the guy to intimacy. Be the principal player. That's the best I can say. Which other question? What did I miss? You people will want something and you still be refusing it. I don't get. Like, will you people die if you initiate sex? Will you die? American girls. On my fork or you turn stupid. You will there be beefing on these American women. They are not better than you sexually. In fact, you people are see from what we can evidently see. Any man who knows this, Nigerian women have tolerance for dick than anybody in the world. And do yati, you are mad people. You guys can knock fire. Nigerian girls will. You are going 20 rounds. She's there, but she's complaining, but she will not stop. She's complaining, but she will not stand up. She say, do me pani, and then you leave her. You turn again. That's the problem with you people. You are a bunch of hypocrites. You have tolerance for sex like anybody. Your libido is high like mad, but they have wired you to be resistant. They have wired you to be resistant. The same thing you enjoy, you will still complain about it. You will complain about it, but they bring it again, you will not refuse it. You will complain about it, they bring it again, you will not refuse it. The problem is this. Post your question here, when I can't be. I'm switching between two. I'm reading comments here. I will miss comment if I'm going there to read comments on. To read comment, post every comments here. I can't see my screen, so I'm reading comments from here. Correct. Awike correct. Like American girls, they'll be like, they get starting. The only difference between an American lady, like a typical black American lady, and a Nigerian lady is that American girl will literally call you like this. What's the way you are? I'm good. I want some dick, man. They are not mixing words. They're not telling you, hey, I'm bored. Hey, I want to come and see you. Hey, I want to check something. Hey, I want you to help me with as my say. Oh, last I meant is she. Oh, they more for guy. What is your question? I didn't see your question. Somebody, can you please be helping me to pin the question? I have so many admin, but I don't know what's wrong with them. Some of my admin are coming in with their profile. No, come in, go to the page and come in as an admin so that you'll be able to pin questions. I'm missing some questions and it's like, okay, do you have a guy who is single and ready for marriage? Well, I'm not going to drop no damn contact on a public domain. That's wrong. I'm going to do a year by year. All these girls are white. You think all these ones that are here joking? You understand? It's always just, and I don't even know what they are talking about. So they get start. They will talk anyhow. They are vulgar. They are like no restrictive. It doesn't make them better. They are just wired like that. They are not. But a typical Nigerian woman with the same thing that she enjoyed, she wants to be critical about it. She wants to form and sometimes you just get boring or you get tiring for the man. So when you think that those girls are taking your husband, they're not taking your husband because they are more sexually active than you. They're taking your husband because they are more inviting than you. At the end of the day, men with even they knock American women, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Then they ask them that they jam a back for there. Those girls are not even sweet. Last, now STD you go get. Because you don't even know how many, because those ones want more like that. They can knock anybody. So normal guy knows, say, you are taking a huge risk. If you want it and you initiate it, you will not die. He will not die. So like the lady who have used a conservative nature to chase away sweep away the intimacy in a marriage, she just need to learn to now be the principal player and do, like go on the extreme, not even the regular, go on the extreme, like foreplay by year. What is your advice to lady who don't allow her husband to kiss or romance her? Well, somebody else will help her do that. Don't worry, her husband will cheat on her very soon, and he will cheat on her legally, legitimately, and he won't even go to fire for it. God will bless him for cheating on her. You are mad if you are going to get married and you have terms and conditions. Stay in your father's house. Or be having boyfriend. Don't get married and have things that you don't do. This don't sound very nice, but that's the honest truth. How can you say you get married you decide to be married, but me, I don't like kissing. No man can kiss me. I don't like that. No, I don't like, no man can give me a do. Don't live a bell. You cannot give a man borders like that. Even if him doesn't like doing it, at that, he still don't like you being the one to give him that restriction. Men hate borders. Men just don't like to be, to create a wall of limitation around them like that. The guy, if you don't like kissing before, but the day you find out that it is you who is creating that restriction in their marriage, it's going to be a problem. If you don't kiss, don't marry. Don't stay in your father's house, period. Kiss or romance? What? Wait. Omoloyegbe Busayo. Forget the first one. Busayo. Kiss or romance? Romance is a very big word. What do you mean by romance? I didn't read that part. It's the kissing that I saw. Well, if you're okay. If you know where the guy if you know where all these guys put mouth, you will not want to kiss. You will not want to ever kiss. Let me answer your question straightly and directly. Bamidele, I saw your question. I will get to that. Oh, if you know where the guys have been putting their mouth, you will not want to kiss them. Where they put their mouth, now tie and die, the thing don't super glue their mouths. But that's not where we are going. The way I'm going is this. Let me put it to you directly. Is your vagina fielding? Are your children sleeping? This is supposed to be an adult child, right? Your own, is it filthy? You will probably say no. So why do you assume that every other woman's own is? It is crazy. If you think that they put their mouth to give one woman head and that's the reason why you don't know who they have given head and that's why you can't kiss a man, well, I would rather not kiss a woman for just kissing. I don't know who you have kissed. Go and do your research very well. There are more diseases you can contact by mouth than by hair. You don't know that? Go and get a typical dentist. Let them tell you how much bullshit you can get by kissing somebody in the mouth. There's body fluid here. There's body fluid there. What difference does it make? And the last time I checked, people kiss more people than more people they give head. You understand? There are so many people who have kissed people that they have not even had sex with. And many people who have kissed people, this is even more exposed to germs and bacteria than this. We are not talking about non-ideal situation, but an ideal situation. If this would be the reason, because they give head, and you don't know how many people they've given head, It's the reason why you will not kiss a man. You might as well not kiss a man for kissing. I would rather not kiss any woman. I don't know how many niggas has kissed her, and I don't know what dental problem they have. I'm not trying to have to tweak because of your stupid ass. It's as good as that. You don't want to kiss a man because you don't know where they have put their mouth. Well, newsflash, if you're okay, that's the same places where they have put their dick, but you are still fucking them anyway. His mouth was there. His mouth was there the same way his dick was there. But you rather ride his dick, but you don't want to kiss his mouth. Is it not foolishness? Both were there at the same time. I'm just saying. And there's toothbrush. What do you use to wash the dick? Nothing. Oh shit. On their spouse. Can somebody help me be taking this question so that I will not miss anyone? Okay, now let me get to Bamidele's question. I saw that. I have a friend that is circumcised and she does not have urge for sex. I know a lady who is circumcised who have the same issue. She have urge for sex, but she doesn't just get wet. It just takes too much and sex gets a little bit painful for her. Till she got married, she always sees sex as stress, to an extent that she got herself a sex therapist. Still, the husband wants her to be sex addict until he left. So she believes she have a problem. Please, Victor, what can she do? Well, I will keep it honest. She's not like she believes she have a problem. She actually do have a problem. But you see, the best way to snap out of it is to not be conscious of it. Everything about sex and intimacy is a game of the mind, is a function of the mind. The day she registered in her head that she have a problem with sex or have a problem pleasing a man, that consciousness is just like a man having it in his head that, that girl is coming, I will knock her like this, I will give her like this. 9 out of 10 times, if the girl come, you will come quick like this. Anxiety don't pay. Anxiety will make you come easily. Every time you begin to feel like, is this new girl? If I give her, I'll give her doggy. Anxiety, my man. For a man. Ask Emilio, he can testify to that. Emilio dying on the 1 million. Same way. So everything sexual is in the mind. What she needs is to just snap out of that consciousness and she's going to have sex. Every time she has sex, she's having the sex with, let me see how it goes. Let me see if it will not pay me. If you will like it. Can you come? She needs to snap out of that and just relax. The more relaxed she can be, the more she will enjoy it. And she needs to just not give a fuck about what the man feels. Because either way, man will come anyway. So we end up still enjoying it. So she needs to just snap out of that consciousness. That's, that awareness will ruin her. And you see, every time you make excuses for your problem, that is when it becomes a problem. I was circumcised, that's why I'm not enjoying sex. There are women that are not circumcised that are not enjoying sex. You understand? There are infections that can make you not enjoy sex. Ordinary infection that you need to take antibiotics for. You understand? So she needs to just snap away from those reality. You understand? Just stop being aware of it. And let her stop having sex with the consciousness of pleasing one person. Let her just have fun. And stop. Don't just put it in your head that it's because you are circumcised. You understand? Just put it in your head that because you are circumcised, you will have more sex drive. Let me tell you, it's not that they don't enjoy sex. They take longer to get to the state of lubrication. Before you go come, you go tie. Go try gun before you go come. That's the difference. So a man, again, she need to discuss her history with whoever that she's messing with, so that the person knows hands-on. If it's somebody that has sense, knowing that this woman is circumcised, you will not rush her into sex. She just needs more closure, more intimacy, more foreplay. Because don't forget, it takes time. So if you have to kiss a regular woman, some of you, if they touch your hand last one, they just hold you in the waist, you have come. Some of you, in fact, the man look at you too much, you have come. To her, it has to be more. If it takes smooshing of Bobby for other regular girls to come, for her, it will take more time. You cannot be in haste for a woman like that. So I think it is more of her being fortunate to find an ideal man who is sexually aware, who understand that kind of, body type and what are circumstances, and she needs to discuss it. She needs to not be shy about it. So a man will take her on it. It's a slow process. The first 2, 3, 5, 10 sex might not be fantastic, and she needs to stop fucking around too. The more you stay with one sexual partner, the better for her. Because you see, there's a psychological damage that comes with sleeping around, either for a man or for a woman. You will end up not enjoying sex over time. You fuck this, you fuck this. Your body is not used to one diet. You are just fucking up your mind. That's it. You are ruining your mind. Fornication has so many mental damage. Forget heaven, forget sin. It has so many mental damage. Calm down. I've never been that person that have 2, 3 girlfriends in my life. I can raise my hand anywhere. I've never. I'm with this person. I can shift your womb. No problem. When we are done, we are done. Game over to the next verse. Because it's just damaging. It's just damaging. So somebody like her needs to stop fucking around. She needs to stay with one person and be patient, and hopefully the person and discuss it so the person can be patient with her, take her on a slow journey and learn to know that if the other person will get there in 10 minutes, she will take there in like 25 minutes, and they just need to have that understanding and take her slowly. She will get there eventually. When I get my ex, at the end of the day saying, I love the way you eat my pussy. I can imagine how many women that they have sucked. This happens on two-way side. You know how many dicks some girls have sucked? What are you talking about? They stick for mouth. Yeah. Worst case, the pussy get beer, you go use toothpick, come out. Forget that rubbish. Why do men think they can get away with cheating on their spouse? Well, I don't think any man think he can get away with cheating. I think they just do it because they want to do it. Do anybody think that he has consequences or repercussions? Yeah. They just don't give a damn about the consequence. It's not. Now, I have said this before and I'm going to repeat again. There are different dimensions at which a man cheats. If you're in a marriage right now that your spouse or your husband is cheating, I want you to listen to this and determine which category your husband belongs to. And I'm saying this in all fairness and truth to women. It's not like a defense to man. There are some men that cheat, they are actually a victim. There are some men, they are cheating not because they want to cheat. They are cheating because they are weak. They didn't know when they snap into it, and it becomes difficult for them to snap out of it. If you have a husband that has been straight and has been good and been faithful to you and has been square with you, all of a sudden you find out that his movement just begin to change. He doesn't hide his phone before, now he's hiding it, and then something is not wrong. He might actually be a victim. Some men are just too naive to refuse. Men like that are faithful to their wife until they meet a woman who wants them. They don't go for it. They are not cheaters. They are faithful. They are straight men. They are responsible men. They don't see a girl and chase her. They don't look for a girl. But the day a girl come at a free will, and the shit looks too good to ignore, they don't have enough, temerity to reject, to refuse. So they just play into it. They are doing it, and in their mind, every time they go and get intimate with the girl, his mind is condemning him. He wants to stop it, but he just don't know how. Now, if you have a spouse like that, you need not to fight him. You need to help him. Give him such a good ambience enough that he can actually talk to you. And you just help him two ways. Chase that girl in any way you can and be more for him. Be a support system. The more you fight a man like that is cheating because he actually doesn't know how to say no, the more you fight him at home, the more you get closer outside. The more you fight him in the house, the more you get closer outside. You will end up evidently losing him. And men are like dogs. Maybe you don't know. If you see a dog in a compound and you chase the dog, hi, and the dog run for you, and you start running after the dog on the street, the dog enter a corner, you ran towards the dog again, you run into his compound, you follow the dog. If the dog gets to a dead end that it doesn't have anywhere to run to, that same dog that has been running for you since will turn back and face you and attack you. That's how men are wired. He's trying to dodge you, dodge his phone, dodge this one. He doesn't see he's a victim everywhere. He's trying to avoid that girl too, but the girl is like, see, girls are tested outside, and you need to understand that married women know that there are 1,000 women contesting for your husband. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. And they are giving him easy access, easy deed. They will present so many offers that are juicy. Men are under pressure this day and age. Now, you are fighting him the more. He's finding solace outside. That woman outside is putting up her A game. And yet you are getting worse because you are now paranoid. You are fighting. Men will stay where they find peace. Now you are deleting the peace in your home. Yes, you have a reason to be. This man is cheating. It's not good. But you see, the more you create an atmosphere of pressure and prejudice in your house, the more it begins to. Don't forget the woman outside. Now in the campaign, you the thing saying now you get your husband. That one is trying to hand him. So he's going to put her A game. When you begin to find peace out there more than you, he begins to navigate towards that side. And over time, he's like a dog that has been chased to the dead end. He will turn back and face you and attack you and go, so what? Before he's hiding, now he's going to tell you, so what? You understand? But that's the first category of men and the first category of cheaters. There's another kind of men cheating that is cheating subconsciously, effortlessly. He just lacks discipline. You understand? He just lacks discipline. Those kind of men will cheat on a woman that is finer than their wife, will cheat with a woman that is less than their wife, he will cheat on house girl, will cheat on, like, no taste, no decency. Anything that have boom boom and yash is there. He just lack discipline. If your husband is in that category, take him to Shiloh. You need help. You need to take him to prayer city, or you run for your own life. It will never change. He has lacked that discipline. Two things change a man like that: agbako and health problem. The day jam agbako outside, you can just be praying for him to jam his agbako quick and hope that the agbako did not make him useless for even you. Or he started getting diabetes, or his dick stopped working. That's when they decide to see them. Other than that, they don't change. He lacks discipline, period. He doesn't chase a woman because the woman is pretty or the woman is rich. He's chasing a woman because he's just. There are some men that don't know when they toast. You don't know that. They don't. You say hello to him. Any woman just smile at him. To him is an invitation to toast. Some men just. It's a default. They don't even know when they do it. Matter of fact, by the time there are men who scroll their phone and they have phone numbers there. They can't even remember when they collected the number. They can't remember. That one is beyond remedy. That third categories are the one that you are the reason why it's cheating. There's something missing in your marriage that he just found out there. This is a good man who still respect and take care of you. He still give you the attention, but there's just something that is missing. Maybe your sex game is zero and one girl is riding the shit out of his dick outside. Maybe you just lack manners and decorum. Maybe you are not just supportive with his dream and with his goal, and he just get emotionally closer with this co-worker who is just brain, like just got attracted to the brain in that girl, and that's the reason why he's cheating. That you need to have a conversation with your husband and find out what is wrong with you, what it needs you to be better on, and do it. Okay, did I miss any question? had married a virgin at the age of 25. After 7 years, got divorced. When this same man, till date been 10 years, she has been deflowered. She normally have pain during intercourse. What might be the causer? And she has a small pelvic because she is slim. Well, contrary to your opinion, Elziba, slim girls are deeper than fat girls. The fact that she's slim is not the reason why she have a small pelvic. Slim girls, they deep die. Ask niggas that stay with slim girls. Now, slim girls is a bit collect big bola. Contrary to your opinion, contrary to what it looks like on the physical, slim girl they knack fire. Their pelvic they hold things way big past horrible. Let's get that cleared. So now you said she got married as a virgin at 25. After 7 years, she got divorced with the same man. Till date, being 10 years, she has been disflowered. She normally have pain during intercourse. What might be the cause? How long was she married? Okay, 7 years. 7 years of an active sexual life. Now she's having pain. Let her go get tested. She's not been having sex for a while. 10 years after divorce. I will say this emphatically, and I've said it before. A grown woman, 25 plus 7, that is 32. She got divorced at 32. A 32-year-old man that has been sexually active before, that is not sexually active again, is vulnerable to so many medical conditions. Not being sexually active as an adult woman is a risk. Take it or leave it. Both psychological, both medical, but there are so many things that are involved. You are vulnerable to so many sicknesses. She needs to go get tested for infections. She needs to go get tested for fibroids. Those are things that make you vulnerable to fibroids. You're not sexually active as a grown woman for a very long period of time. You are likely going to have fibroid. You are not sexually active as a grown woman, you will likely have infection. So she needs to go to, get an OBGYN. You need to test her. There's probably some things that is wrong medically in her. 9 out of 10 times, that's what the problem is. She's so committed to one guy because she's not happy with the situation. In fact, many times he makes love, she will just do it to please the partner. That's what she's doing wrong. She should stop having. Bamdele, your friend needs to stop having sex because she wants to please somebody. That's an abuse. That's an emotional trauma on its own. She needs to have sex because she wants to have fun. She needs to stop doing that. A friend's hubby cheated and the wife found out with a grandma white woman. The wife asks if she's not good enough for him to sleep with a really good woman. He answered yes to the question. Surprisingly, some of you women, one of the problems I think with African women is that you people sometimes can be so cocky with yourself. Hey, me, I do me. Some women have nobody, but they are the only person that don't know. You just feel like you are all that. Oga, don't define yourself. Let your husband define you. Sometimes you think you are putting your best and you should be happy. You just assume that your best that you think you are putting is okay for your man. Don't you ever assume. It is only African women that write the exam and score the exam by themselves. You are the only person that does that. Don't rate your performance level by yourself. Some men don't give a shit about that. See, just imagine me. By now, some of you really know my point of view. Imagine me marrying a wife now and she just think that she's cooking and cleaning and taking care of is what will make her a fantastic wife to me. No, she will fail. Your first responsibility is the other room. There's no mixing of words to that. Cooking and cleaning. Who is doing it for me now? Am I not doing it for myself? I married one wife now. She think that I pray for him. Or guy, no, do me. You are not Jesus' manager. As much as I want to have a wife that we share the same faith and is a believer, that is still not a prerequisite for me. I respect it in you. It will make you better, but it's not the reason why I will marry you. Because my house is not a church. My house is my house. I don't need you to come and pray for me. I have mouth. So whatever things that you think you are doing that should have make you amazing, you cannot write the exam and score it for yourself. Do a periodic check with your spouse. Ask questions. Are you happy? What do you think should be added to our marriage? What am I doing that you don't like? What do you think I need to improve on? Do you enjoy the time we spend together? Do we need to spend time more? What's up with my sex? Are you enjoying sex with me? Do you think I need to do this? I know. Talk about, see, some of you have sex every day and you don't even talk about it. Because you're African woman, they admire you. Your husband will even be saying sexual words. You'll be like, we need so. Really to die. He's an adult, it's his house. And he's talking to you, who is supposed to be his personal prostitute. That's what the wife should be. You're supposed to be a bud in the boardroom, a mother in the home, and a hoe in bed. If you fall short of any of these qualities, you have failed in marriage. You are right. Same as I said, but I felt the man should be more sensitive. Yes, well, again, we don't determine certain qualities of our partners. You think that, I think over time, when I see women talk about issues with their partner, they talk from the ideal circumstances. He should know. You are supposed to know. Women take it to a lot of assumption, but he should know what my concerns. Oga, madam, to make your marriage sweet, don't you ever place an assumptive expectation on your partner. I will explain what that is. You have an expectation that you should know. Yes, you probably should know, but hear me. What is not said does not exist. You did not make a request, but you are angry that your husband did not fulfill it. How? Only at Nigeria, only African women does that. Ìgbà tó dé torí tí mò ń sùn, ó tiẹ̀ béèrè pé kí ló ń ṣe mí. Ṣé ò lè sùn nínú ilé ẹ̀ mọ́ ni? Èwo làbọ̀rọ̀ béèrè pé kí ló ń ṣe? Ó ń kún ẹ ni. Now you are angry that you think he's not caring. No, whatever is not said does not exist. What do you think about women using Kayamata? Unfortunately, till I left Nigeria, there is no such thing as Kayamata. I am just reading about Kayamata online. So I don't even know what it is. I've never seen it before. I don't know whether they insert it in vagina or they use it to bath or they drink it. I don't know anything about Kayamata. And I'm being honest with you. But to the best of what I have found out, I think Kayamata is what they use for them to be more juicy. Does it make the thing more juicy, or it makes them more sexually active, or is actually voodoo? This is part of Kayamata that I don't know yet. Is it that it's a natural herb that just makes your vagina more interesting, or is a herb that makes you sexually active, the way men use Opayin and Ali? You know, men, we use Goko cleanser and all of these, what do they call it? Those new ones that they drink. Anything to just keep daddy active. Men have different type of it. Is it that Kayamata is like that for women, that makes you sexually active? Or is it that it makes your vagina more wet, or whatever it is? I don't know. Maybe they don't know that it's not every man that like extremely wet vagina. Men have different preferences. You go knock one man now, you go say that girl is too loose. That same man, another man go knock that same woman, will say, oh, that girl is juicy. She was just coming. You understand? So prerogative is different. I don't know what Kayamata does. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Victor.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
This Kaya Mata thing,
yeah,
is, as we know, the name is Hausa, is originating from the north. It's supposed to be an item that they give to a lady when she's going to her husband's house. So to maybe enjoy sex more and all of that. But ayé ìsìnyìí wọ́n ti gbé broad daylight babaláwo wá bá wa o. All the name of Kaya Mata tó ń fa máa fi gba gbogbo àwọn ọkọ wa kọ́ náà ṣàánú wa ní báyìí sìn. Normally, some people sell it as an aphrodisiac. Now, but àwọn ẹlòmíì wọ́n ti wá sọ di nǹkan míì because we've seen a lot on Instagram. Àwọn girls wọn àwọn ta Kaya Mata wọ́n máa ní you need the name of the guy, his mother's name. Kí ló fẹ́ fi gbogbo kí ló kàn ẹ́ pẹ̀lú gbogbo.
Nínú àgbo.
Nínú ẹ̀tìgbà tán something that is supposed to be just used like it's an aphrodisiac. So what is the problem with bringing the mother's name? Imagine who nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó ní látúnrí ń sìn yín o, and imagine that more than one girl is using it on a man. Wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run ìyanu o, ọmọ òfowó ló fẹ́ fi Kaya Mata bá mi operate ọ̀run bá mi pàdánù.
Ọlọ́run bá wa lé wọn dànù. So normally it's supposed
so na juju be that thing.
Yes, now it's broad daylight.
Shit, man.
Using it for, and it's supposed to be an aphrodisiac.
You see, when I say there's so many àgbákò ní gbòòrò, ọkùnrin tó máa ń ṣòṣì tó máa ń sọ fún kó stop, ó kàn lé mi. Ó máa kà àgbákò. Ọmọ mélòó ní ọtí mọ̀ tó ti lo Kaya Mata yìí nísìn.
Ẹ wò.
Bàbá stock pa síbẹ̀.
Òun náà ti gbé wá bá wa báyìí sí mi. So anybody tó bá sọ pé Kaya Mata irọ́ ni gbogbo àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀, yes, it was an aphrodisiac because that's what it has always been. But nísìnyí wọ́n ti ń fortify it, and that's the word they now fortify it, so it's no more, it's beyond an ordinary aphrodisiac.
Ìyẹn tún loud o.
Ó dàbọ̀.
Thank you. Ṣé Jésù ò ní tètè dé báyìí? Ayé mà ti ń yíwọ́ lọ. Ayé ti ń yíwọ́ o. Ẹ gbà mí. Ẹ gbà mí. You know, I've always been wondering that Kaya Mata thing. When I was in Nigeria then, they used to say all these are when I was in college. But by among like one look back on no one long sin abe. I don't want to see abe. Actually, we never see anything. Back on again, on my long soak it pata. Àwọn pátá ìrẹ́ tán bá ti wọ́ tí ẹ dà wọ́n máa go mélòó gan lèèyàn ní gan sef ògo tí mo manage wàá tún lọ fọ́ọ̀mù kan tó máa tún jábí 10 gig inú ògo ẹ̀ báà tó bá fi jábí 2 bar inú ògo èèyàn báà mélòó gan ló bá dé. Àgbákò wà ń gbòòrò. I was just telling one of my friends, he said, just somebody can just be catching on. I'm like, no, I'm not catching on. Àgbákò dey town. Come on, so you go. You know how many men that I know that they are seemingly successful when they are doing well. They are doing falafolo, flow, flat. They are telling them, cheating on their wife, abusing their wife, beating their wife, anyhow. Everybody is talking to them. Family is saying Sudan, did not hear. Respect your wife, love your family, did not hear. Today, they are red bar. On the chat gig, you will go at on this, on the correct. Many of them, I can count my finger like that, and I see without thinking, I will count like 4 that are on relegation right now. Nibi doi. You are skipping women like that. Not this. Àgbákò. Naija. I keep telling people I have never missed Naija for anything. You know how many guys don't go Nigeria, just pay Moshiri Loli from America. They came back and their life did not remain the same. You know how many? Hear me well. Don't be feeling like brother abroad, though. You visit Nigeria, behave yourself. Like, freaking behave yourself. My sharp guy. My donate. Yes, they will rush you, but America, they will rush you now. But when I jab it 3 gig, you know, go ahead. I pity you. Kí ló lè tó yìí? Wọ́n ní Karamata òkèlè nínú ayé o. Wọ́n tún lo waste bid there. Let me shut up my mouth. Ilẹ̀kẹ̀ ọ̀la náà wà now. Don't join me. It's only me who can say it. You know, everybody is my mommy. So. Mommy. Ilẹ̀kẹ̀ ọ̀la. This is a joke. Anybody should not take it serious, okay? I'm the only person that can see that. She can't do anything for me. Hello? Yes, mom. What were me for?
Hello.
Hello, I want to you for. Ah, kí ló dé ọwọ́ tẹ́ mú ilé? Kí lẹ ṣe fún yín? Ṣó lè tó yín? Ẹ kò lè tó yín. Ṣó yẹ kẹ́ tí wọ́n máa fi jazz bàbá operate? Ṣó yẹ kó lè tó yẹn? Ṣó gbé láyé ni?
Experience tẹ́yìn náà ní ó ti pọ̀ jù. Mo lè ti rí torí gbogbo answer tó ń jù fún question. You have answer for everything. Mo lè ti practicalize yìí. Ọlọ́run tí kí n ṣùgbọ́n ṣe ó lè rò bẹ́ẹ̀ máa wò gan.
Or my work. You see, I don't have to physically practice it. You understand? I've been privileged to be in a place of leadership. I've spoken with so many people, like tons of. It may why multi do count when it comes to situations and cases that I have to actively be involved in. So I have seen so many. It's not like it doesn't have to be me as a person. You understand?
Well,
Ṣẹ́tì lórí ni. Ẹ má lò lára mi. Ìyá Tọ́pẹ́ ò bí púpọ̀. Ìyá Tọ́pẹ́ ò bímọ púpọ̀. Ojú mi nìyá mi ń wò. Màmá takú. Ẹjọ́ ọjọ́ tẹ̀ bá ti rí mi lórí show in a whole week. Ẹjọ́ ẹ pé mọ́mì mi ò bóyá ti mú mi mọ́lẹ̀ ni. Èmi kẹ̀.
Ọ̀rẹ́ ọkọ mi kan tí mo túbọ̀ báyìí ó dẹ̀ ń bọ́ lóyún sùn.
Ó ń bọ́ lóyún sùn?
Ọjọ́ ní Amẹ́ríkà yìí.
Ó ń sàbà lórí oyún olóyún. Orí burúkú tó tò sí láyé.
Ní sọ fún ẹ̀kọ́ lánàá.
Kò lè rí ṣe láyé.
Bàọ́sẹ̀ was like, ọgbọ́n fún mi ẹni obìnrin olórí láì. Ọgbọ́n olóyún máa ń ti tí ò mọ̀ ni. Ó máa ń sọ with ọkùnrin ti manipulate ó lóun mọ̀kọ́ tó ń lò. Bàọ́sẹ̀ was like, kíni jù ìṣojú lásán. Ìṣojú lásán. Àti lárí méjì yẹn àti Nàìjíríà ló ti gbé yín wà.
Wàhù.
Ẹgbẹ́ mi so gbogbo àwọn kíní yẹn ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa kíní káyọ̀ mọ́tà tó ń bẹ̀ owó túlà máa mọ kíní yẹn owó túlà ló máa ń lò kíní yẹn máa ń dúró ọ̀bá yẹn naturally ẹ bá lè owó túlà ó máa jẹ́ kí ni wà jù sí i.
Kí lẹ gbé ìfáfà ní àwọn tó ní ìdí ẹ̀ kí lẹ ló ń jẹ́ kọjú sí i natural one.
owó túlà ti north side ló wà owó túlà yẹn kíní yẹn ó dàbí fruit ó dàbí òkúta ó lè báyìí.
Òrótúlà.
Tó bá ti ṣe é kíní yẹn wà ní dísínà so ó máa ń dúró tó bá ti ṣe é so ọ̀tọ̀ ní tó wà.
Ṣọ́ máa mú ni àbọ̀ máa fi sójú bẹ̀.
Ó ti ọmọ mú mi.
Okay.
Tẹ bá ti mú èèyàn ni ò lè stable ẹ gbàgbé kò sí bó ṣe lè bá kò lè stable ó mọ máa gbé mi ara ẹ̀ kọ́ máa mọ̀ nígbà.
Wàá kọ́ máa píìkì ni.
Ẹ wo transformer rẹ̀.
A máa ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ̀. Ẹ̀ǹjẹ̀ a máa sáré ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ̀.
So ó ti wá ní sí nǹkan míì mọ ṣe mọ̀ ẹ bá gbọ́dọ̀ ìṣùtọ̀ naturally ẹ ti ní intercourse. Ó wá ti ní sí kan ní pé tó bá ti sọ pé mo ní di owó empty account yẹn wà. So wọ́n ti fi kún mí sí wá kó ṣe kí lásán mọ́. Ó bá jàrúmọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ẹgbàgbé o tí wọ́n bá lo jàrúmọ̀ pẹ̀lú mọ̀nà ilé o Victor. Ẹgbàgbé mo yọ fún pẹ̀lú mọ̀nà ilé. So all those things ó ṣe rí apart from pé gbogbo àwọn kìíní gan sexual intercourse bàbá risky bàbá risky ẹ máa bóbìnrin mi ẹ máa bá ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọkọ̀ tó lórí báwọn mi wọn kì í ṣàkíyèsí wọn wà sábà ẹ máa bóbìnrin mi gbogbo ilẹ̀ kan máa dá gbáyìí ìkó ní wọlé but you know guys they just want to go kọ́bọ̀lẹ̀ ẹlòmíì gbogbo nǹkan tó ní ó ti exchange ẹ̀ torí 5 minutes gbogbo kìkì ó ti wọ red empty ẹnìyẹ̀kọ̀ empty so gbogbo kéèyàn bá yóò sùn yẹn gan Uncle Victor it is a very big risk ó risk gan but I don't know ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ẹ̀kọ́ máa fẹ́ máa count his cost I'm telling you it makes sense count his cost káàkiri ẹ̀gbọ́n apart from kids gan kéèyàn bá tún wá lọ contact HIV kan what about that? Wọ́n ní risk tó pọ̀ seriously. Uncle Victor be careful you know you are my brother.
Èwo ni tèmi báyìí.
Uncle Victor mo kúkú mọ̀ nǹkan tí mi sọ you are my brother àdébọ̀dọ̀ tí n bá ti rí yín lórí show láàrin ìwà mọ̀ tí mo ṣe pẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́.
Pé ká má tá a ti dé nìyẹn o.
Torí ẹgbàgbé you are too good.
Good báwo lẹ ṣe mọ̀.
Èyí tẹ̀ sọ fún wa náà ni àbí èyí tẹ̀ sọ because ẹ ti sọ kọ́kọ́ tó jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ yẹn ó bẹ̀ mí gangan rí you know so ẹ má jẹ́ kọ́ wà lè dá sẹ́yìn wá fún yín o be careful.
Èmi máa yá ni.
Uncle Victor, and I want to talk to you. Mo ní nǹkan kan fún yín.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ máa pè yín nísinsìnyí. At the close.
Ṣé a ti gbọ́ Uncle Victor?
Mo ti gbọ́ máa pè yín nísinsìnyí. Mo ń lọ Virginia ní bóyá Tuesday gan.
Seriously? Uncle Victor, ẹ̀dá tutù.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Ẹ̀dá yìí tutù.
Mo ń lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ni.
Mo mọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àtàkà gbogbo dání.
Kí ni ìtumọ̀ yẹn?
Little advice.
Kí làwọn bàtà gbé ẹ̀ ṣe?
Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àgbéga ní ẹ̀rọ àti tẹ́bẹ̀ máa sọ pé máa fi ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àgbéga ní. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìpàdé fún ọ.
Mo ti gbọ́.
Okay o. Ẹ má sọ pé létí sọ fún mi o. Èmi sọ fún yín little change. Máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn sí.
All right. Èwo tún ni ti Atagúngún báyìí ju ẹgbàá mi ẹ̀yìn èèyàn. Tolu! Princess Adeabioye, you are just doing silence watcher today, Abi. I've been seeing all your upload. You want to kill us with cuteness on Facebook. I will report it to your husband. Ìyàwó yín wá boyfriend lórí Facebook because lọ́dọ̀ fi upload photo dem jọ mẹ́ta yìí. Ó yí wọ àwọn photo yẹn lè lọ́n fàyìn bákan. Àwọn boys ń bínú lórí Facebook, wọ́n bínú. Tolu, àwọn kan ti bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi wọ́n ní gbọdọ̀ wọ̀ lọ́wọ́ àtọ̀. Ìfẹ́ oge Tolu rèé o. Well, you guys should remind me on Tuesday or next week, any day that I probably come again. And I want to tell you a story of my friend. What she said now about, guys, jumping around, jumping on women can be dangerous and all of that. Remind me to tell you one funny story of my friend who entered Agbako of one witch girl. The time is up. We're already 2 hours gone. But I'm going. I will send your husband the link. It is me that will send it to her. Hey, if you use Karamata on me, don't share any. I don't want to be. Some people be calling me pastor. I want me mess skinny off. Come on, girl, boy, I yet to time. But if you use Karamata on somebody like me, o máa ṣọ́ọ̀tì lọ́nà méjì. Owó tó fi ra Karamata máa waste. Number 2, abẹ́ àgbóná, ó ní rí kọ́bọ̀. Kò ní pè é. Màá abẹ́ dúró apá fúnra rẹ̀ ló máa lọ tún bí tó dì mọ́. Àná ayé ẹ̀ ṣe mí. Please remind me to tell you that story of my friend's encounter with a marine spirit lady. It's a long story. I don't want to start now. We won't leave here in another 30 minutes. But let somebody remind me. I will tell you that story. Maybe one day that we are not having a serious show. It's not going to be when we are doing this thing. Mommy, àwọn people very spoil me kì í mọ̀ kí mo kì í sọ̀tọ̀ kó sọ mo ti fẹ́ máa ṣe bí ọmọ Ọlọ́run nísìn ìfà Ọlọ́run tiẹ̀ ti ń pè mí lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ta àwọn àlá tí mò ń lá ọ̀dà ẹ̀rù ń bà mí ẹni kọ́ Ọlọ́run rà sì fi mí lẹ̀ mọ ìwà báyìí náà kò ní bí àwa méjèèjì so mo ti fẹ́ máa ṣe normal but ṣé àwọn people yìí wọ́n fẹ́ corrupt me Remind me to tell you that story of my friend. It's a very funny one. Like, it's really a very funny one. Saturdays I do is just come hang out and have good time. How many of you had a good time today? You see, we're having fun, we're laughing. It's not a serious show, but you will still pick 1 or 2 lessons to go with. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. I will see you guys on Tuesday. And if I feel like, I might probably come. But on Tuesday is the day. Except if anything changes, and I have to be on Monday. Thank you very much. Au revoir. Before I go, in the month of December, I'll be advertising products and services of those of you who have been like a constant supporter and follower of this page. If you have a business, you have goods and services that you want to put out there, send it to me. I will advertise for you for free on our platforms, maybe on our shows or on the page for free for the entire month of December. Your products, I am not going to design for you. You have to have a template. I can't do all of that. But you have a product, you have a little business you're doing, you have a little flyer. Just go and get a flyer done or designed and send it to me. I'll post for you. I won't fail. If Felge has been looking for free advert since, we will advertise for you for the entire month of December. I've uploaded your stuff, Seth. Don't worry. I'll do the finishing and then we can go on from there. So that nobody will take my name to a native doctor for this Christmas. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night.